the drive. The second quarter is brought to us by Motolite for express in service call 370-6686. Jared Dillinger nagpaparamdam dito in the first half. Nice drive a while ago and right now straight to the hoop. Chance for a three-point play para kay JD. And while he's shooting that, let's hear from Apple.
Charlie, pinag-uusapan niya si Andre M and he missed shots he normally make last game. Natawa na nga lang siya nung binanggit ko na 17 points lang kanyang nagawa. Pero pag ganun daw, he right away tries to step up in other ways like playing defense and getting rebounds. At determinado naman siya na bumawi sa game niya. Buti na nga lang daw last game, maganda yung pinakita ni Simon Atkins. And ngayon naman, kailangan daw team effort to beat a big fish like Doc and Derek. Charlie?
Tama yun. Obviously, all the teams really know they have to step up yung kanilang laro pag Doc and Tex ang kalaban. Nakapasok naman from the outside ang Meralco. That's a three brought to us by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Balik na naman sa double digits ang kanilang kalamangan.
Where there's the cool cut working. This one being missed here by Jason Castro and Cortez trying to push it up. He likes to go to the left and Larry knows that, so he's not going to jump.
Rivalry na yan since college days. Once again, we see a lot of that here in the PBA. Yung mga naglalaban ng college, bakbakan pa rin dito sa PBA. They find Sean Anthony, decides to bring it closer on the run. Pasok ang tira ni Sean Anthony.
You know, Meralco, they're five. They can really compete with the starting five, maybe up to 6 players. But can they go to the bench and continue to get the same production? That was a good move by Kelly, and that's going to be a foul on Jared. I think that might be number 2 on him, no?
MGR, of course, the rookie, Matt Ganuelas, was also trying to keep that ball alive. Here's that play a while ago. Sean Anthony, master guapo move yan. At sa atin ang master face scrub, sikreto ng mga guapo.
That was good defense there by Kelly, not letting him get a layup. You could see that shot was short, especially him shooting it on our side when we're seated on this side of the court.
Gusto niya kabulin yata, kaya sa nagtumapak.
Pwede ba ulitin ko yun? O ulit? Ano lang yun, mulligan muna yung practice.
Swak naman yung pangalawa. So 1 out of 2 for MGR. Cuts the lead down to 12, 30 to 18. Talk and Text playing catch up in their white uniform. Cortez finds himself trapped. Napunta naman kay Anthony who gives it to Kelly Nabong. Short jumper! Kelly Nabong gets his third and fourth points of the game.
He has proven that he can make that shot ever since he came into the league. And if he can continue to do that, you know, that short corner where he pops out, this is the one thing you cannot do with Rangel. Just but that's a good follow-up. Wala ka na magagawa dahil nag-help defense there against Rangel. So an easy follow-up there for Ganuelas.
And that's the thing with Ganuelas roster. Kung ikaw nagbabantay dyan, yung pwedeng iwanan lang basta si Ganuelas roster because he will run straight to the hoop and get those offensive putbacks. Dillinger. Baseline drive. Sumabit. Kanan ang ginamit. Mintis. Kelly Nabong for the putback. Once again, and Nabong is working hard here in the second quarter.
Well, that's what Meralco really needed for their team. They needed a big man that could give them help. And so they gave up John Wilson, no? In a couple of three-way trade. No? And there's Randy Dale hitting a three-point shot.
Three brought to us by PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. 8 points na para kay RDO. And there's a foul away from the ball. Yung screen ni Sean Anthony on Larry Bonacier is called an offensive. Muna si Jared Dillinger. Dr. J, he's going to take a rest. Pinasok na sa ating laro is Andre Emmett once again.
Well, napansin natin last game, Randy started strong. He had 4 points and then he lost scoring, no? But then in the end game, he came up with good scorings and passing. But that's really enough to fuel them to a win against the Global Port team. Mike Cortez was money. I mean, the defense wasn't there. Don't look at Mike. He can play. Remember, he's a #1 pick, and he's still proving that he can stay in the league.
That's right. Yung skills naman ni Mike Cortez have never been questioned. It's yung injuries lang in the past few seasons that have kept him out for extended periods of time. Offensive board para sa Talk and Text. Castro, look at that spin move. Iniwan para kay Ganuela. Crawford, top board.
Actually, kaya na ni Castro i-layup yun, but because he probably missed earlier, binigay na lang niya.
Andre Emmett stop and pop doesn't go. They get the rebound once again. Talk and Text trying to catch up here. 12 points ang lamang ng Meralco. talk and text, trying to set it up methodically. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Castro makes his move. Nowhere to go. Bouncing it over to RDO. Balik kay Castro. 2 seconds to shoot. What's he gonna do? Have to let fly. Super foul ni Gary David. Good defense. At tuloy-tuloy ang ating laro. Meralco gets the ball. Sean Anthony. Umilalim sa depensa ni Kelly Williams. Drawing that personal from Machine Gun Kelly. And Sean Anthony. Siya naman ang pupunta sa 4.5 meter line.
Alam mo ba, tuloy-tuloy yung kahit natin bumagsak na yung signal for the 24 seconds. Kasi nadampot ng defensive team yun. So, they allowed that to continue. If that was picked up by the offensive team, then the referees would signal for the 24-second violation and the turnover to the other side.
So, yung mga nasa screens ninyo, ang mga executives ng Marubeni, Ogawa-san and Sansuki-san cheering for, of course, Ando-san. Yung bata. And then, of course, the other gentleman in the picture is the PBA Board of Governors Chairman Pato Gregorio and Coach Virgil Villavicencio. Anong balita, Apple?
Charlie, I will be reporting after this timeout.
Second quarter, 7:31 natitira. And Talk and Text is trailing by 14 points contrary to Meralco Pogs. I'm Charlie Cuna together with Dr. J. Andy Howe. Sa Apple David naman aming kasama at courtside. For a share. On the move.
They showed no respect for Larry in that play. They were expecting him to pass to the corner, and he found that opening down the middle. They did up simply. No?
Itong kupunan ng Talk and Text, Dr. J, ang dami mga players na napaka-versatile. Pwede drive to the basket, pwede tumira ng trip. Guys like RDO, Larry Fonacier, Castro. Just a lot of talented fellows. Pero balik naman agad, they get the two right back Meralco balls.
Well, obviously, they also miss Ryan Reyes because he gives them that extra in the 2 position as well as he can play some 3. That's a 3-point shot converted by Sam here. Good passing there by Jason Castro.
That's the lead down to 11. Sam Douglas, pangatlong attempt na yan from Rainbow Country. Finally got one. Emmett naman trying to operate inside.
It's too easy because he baits his defender all the way underneath the basket and comes back with the jump hook.
Balik sa 13 ang kalamangan. And Pettigrew is in the shaded lane. Ayun, nakakuha ng dalawa itong si Steph.
It's a good play by Talking Text. I think they should take advantage of that because he is stronger at the post position than the defender, in this case, Andre Emmett. Emmett is like a 2-guard small forward. No? He's not a post defender.
Spin move. Iniwan para kay Hodge, who leaves for Cortez. 2 threes already. Make that 3 para kay Cool Cat.
A hot night so far here for Mike Cortez, and if he can sustain that, Meralco will give Tocatex a lot of problems in this ballgame. Mike has not had a real big game for his team. Ranigan loves this shot. You can see that. Parang naalala ko tuloy yung championship ng Gilas, or no, the one against Korea, no, when he made that shot.
Great memories, of course, mula doon sa nangyari couple of
It was
years
in
back.
this place, and it was in that spot.
That's right. Ngayon, nakaagaw pa ang Talk and Text, and quick foul in the backcourt mula kay Mike Cortez para mapigil ang fast break attempt ng Talk and Text.
That's a smart foul because you're not in the penalty. The other team is running. They could get some momentum, and you don't want to give them that. So a good foul to get your team's defense set again. Oh, nice play.
Pettigrew. Kelly Nabong fouled him hard. May senya si Jimmy Mariano. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be ruled a regular foul.
Yeah, I think he went for the ball. No, there's no question. And I don't think it was really that hard a foul.
It was more of kung paano tumalsik si Pettigrew. But you gotta remember, Kelly Nabong's a big fellow.
Yeah.
Malakas talaga doon si Kelly Nabong. So,
anyway, we'll check. Referee Mariano, who is the crew chief, will have to look at that. He made the initial call. He went after the ball. You could see, and he hit him on the arm.
yeah. Well, we're pretty confident.
Well, we'll see.
Tignan natin, ha? Mahirap na. Pangunahan yung pangyayari. But it's just a regular foul. Jimmy Mariano calls it.
You remember the play for LeBron against Atlanta when he was fouled by the big man? It's this guy,
Al Horford.
No, the European guy. But he was up in the air. That was really a hard foul. So LeBron really had a bad fall. But they still called it a regular foul. No? And they talked about that, the announcers.
And they have that yung meron silang nag-explain na referee
Yeah.
tungkol sa mga
Well, that guy,
calls.
he
Steve
used
Javi.
to, Steve Javi was one of the better referees in the finals.
Free throws si Pettigrew hatid sa atin ng Smart. Live more. Palitan ng tao na naman si Sea Ando. Comes back into the game for Coach Norman Black. Until now, medyo na-confuse pa rin yung ibang nanonood ng PBA. Norman Black all of a sudden on the Meralco side. Coach Jongwi Chico, who was an assistant with Meralco, now head coach of Talk and Text. There was some sort of a swap.
Yeah.
And so baka nako-confuse kayo. Yun na nga ang standing ngayon. Cliff Hodge hits a basket and hits the deck. Yan ang ano talaga si Cliff Hodge, you know, number of times hitting the hard court.
Look at him smiling.
He loves that kind of action.
Those are the musical chairs that you see sometimes with the teams, especially teams that are with each other.
Oh, alam natin nangyayari din sa ibang mga teams.
No, that's
yan.
troubling. He jumped up in the air and landed on the floor without giving up the ball.
Good double team forcing the turnover. And speaking of turnovers, punta muna tayo kay Apple David.
Sa huddle ng Talk and Text, the Texters look tired. Napansin niya ito ni Coach Jong and even told his players to get some energy going in the game, and that's exactly what Matt Canuelas Rosor tried to do earlier, and now ang kailangan ipakita ng mga players inside for Talk and Text. Charlie?
Thanks a lot, Apple. Danny I wanted to go inside. Gets the ball right back. Sean Anthony spin move. Ang gwapo naman ng move na yun.
Well, if you look at being tired, they have to play today. They have to play on Saturday against Raynor Shine, and they have to play on Tuesday against San Miguel. So their schedule is really hard, coming off a 7-series finals, against Raynor Shine in the previous conference.
Right, sunod-sunod ang laban. And, just trying to stay healthy is already one challenge.
Yes.
And then trying to compete in every ball game.
And they weren't healthy at the start. I mean, si Ronnie Del at saka si Jason, they usually take their sabbatical, especially if they go into the finals. And they take off. Oh, that's another bad news.
Oh. Pero panoorin muna natin yung astig move ni Sean Anthony, brought to us by Jack and Jill Iceman Candy. Ilabas. Tama. He thought about it on the second one after bintis yung bitin yung kanyang una, but he gets it back. Got 2 points anyway.
That ball was kept alive by Ronnie Del. Not good boxing out tactics done by the Orange. A trapping defense here. Danny talagang pinakikita yung kanyang pagka-veteran.
Hesitation dun sa jumper, and now leaning into him was Harvey Carey instead of keeping his arms straight up.
Parehong veterano yan.
Veteran matchup sa Pofte ngayon, nasa linya si Danny I. And the future looks bright kasi si Daniel Devonso, may mga anak na yan na naglalaro.
He has two kids, Sean and the other guy. I forgot his
And if you get to watch them play, Dr. J, they move exactly like Danny I would move at the post. This PBA Governors Cup, hatid sa atin ng PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV to an internet TV. Only 199 pesos per month. Call 171 or visit pldthome.com to subscribe. Missed free throw. Rebound taken by the Whites. 3:38 na titira sa ating second quarter. Sam Douglas orchestrating once again. The bounce pass kay Pettigrew sana masyadong mababa, hindi na nakuha ni Steph yun. That's a turnover once again for Talk and Text, which has been plagued by turnovers in this conference.
He's been too unselfish. He had the lane open. He had a layup. All he had to do was use the left hand, but they are now going into a zone. And we'll see if Norman Black adjusts by putting Garrett a bit back into the ball game, because he doesn't really have the shooters right now on the floor except Emmett.
Zone faster ang kailangan niya. Pero right now, Emmett
There's
wants to be
the
the one.
only guy.
And you called it, Dr. J. That's the three from the top of the key, Andre Emmett. At lumaki na naman ang kalamangan. 16 points na yan. And he has 16 points in the game. So kanya lahat yan. Douglas, hesitation. And no, once again, wanted to leave it for Harvey Carey. Tapped out, luckily, para sa Talk and Text by Cliff Hodge. Timeout is called, 2:55 remaining. First half. Sa ating team standings, Dr. J, if you look at it, there's right smack dab in the middle ng dalawang koponan.
That's right. And if Talk and Text can win, they will go into a tie with Alaska and Global Port for third place. San Miguel Beer now occupying solo second place. But if they lose, then it's a big problem.
Iiwasan nga dyan is out of the bottom 4.
Yeah.
Then when you get up to the top 8, you want to go to top 4. Kasi gusto mo ikaw ang twice to beat.
Well,
But
that's the second thought already.
Oh.
Pero umpisahan mo muna na makapasok ka. And that's why I keep on saying, I think 5 wins may get you there. No? But that would also depend kung hindi ka abutan ng mga coaching system. But 5, I think, would be a real good number to stay out of the bottom 4. No?
here's Pettigrew on the attack. Hinama niya ang depensa ni Danny Ildefonso. Another 2 inside. Cuts the lead down to 12.
Well, they press and then they go into a zone. No? They show some press to delay the entry of the ball, then they go to a zone. Like I said, carry the beat is now at the scorer's table. Because there is Danny Ildefonso. He may have missed 2 free throws, but that did not take away his confidence with that short corner jump shot of his. He's lived with that no, for a long, long time.
He finally decided to shoot it. Pero bumawi naman. 3 ang pinasok ni Jason Castro. Lead it down to 11. Talk about Danny I.
Yeah.
Diba, yung confidence level, nandyan na talaga.
Yeah, he's there. He will never leave. Nice move there. Pero si Jason Castro, pag nakikita si Ando, parang his eyes light up. Teka muna.
Muna kwento yung sinasabi ni Ando na gusto niyang i-challenge si Jason Castro.
I like to play against this guy. Oh.
Ayun, krinos over niya si Ando. But Ando able to tip it away. And Andre Emmett, hinawakan na lang in the backcourt ni Harvey Carey.
It's a good foul. It's also a good foul because they're also not in the penalty and you don't want them to have a layup off a turnover. But some shooters coming into the ball game now for Meralco and fresh legs also. No?
Gary D, andyan na naman.
And
Jared
Jared
Dillinger as
Dillinger.
well, who played well sa kanyang earlier stint in this first half.
Talk and Tex is still in a zone here. But now they have more players friendly that can shoot from the outside.
Emmett,
Oh,
Pettigrew.
nakita niya. Oh,
Pasok pa!
It's better to be lucky than just good.
What a shot. Ang ganda ng follow through ni Andre Emmett. Check it out. Foul bait lang sana eh.
Dumukot. But he missed the free throw. You know, Meralco's missed a lot of free throws so far here in the first half.
What an awesome 3. That's the 3rd 3-pointer para kay Andre Emmett. Nakatatlo na rin si Mike Cortez here in the first half. 1 minute sakto natitira. Pettigrew creating space. Could have been a travel, pero nauna na ang pagpito para sa foul. So balik sa linya si Stephon Pettigrew.
Kaninong foul? Kay Hodge.
Pettigrew knocked down that first one. He had an air ball earlier. Stephon Pettigrew, a 26-year-old player from out of Western Kentucky University. Naging kakampi ni Japet Aguilar yan for a couple of seasons, as well as Courtney Lee, who plays in the NBA.
Making both free throws. Both teams have their 30-second timeouts yet for this last minute of the game here.
Si Ando contra Jason Castro. You know his mind is working right now. Excited. Takes a 3. That's short. And on the rebound, muntik pa nagbanggaan yung dalawang Tong and Tex players, but they get the possession. Douglas, stop and pop from 3. Wanted that 2 for 1, obviously. Nasa kanyang pag-iisip yun, and he hits that 3. His second of the game. Down to 10 na lang ang lamang.
Orlando made a very bad decision. That was a very poor shot selection and the way they were playing, the way they've been moving the ball. And he just wanted to shoot over Castro, but he just, sorry.
Emmett, one more time. Muntik na naman mag-foul counted doon sa jumper from the top of the key. But this time he'll go to the line and they're gonna give him just 2 free throws. Kinaklaro na ating referee. Nakaapak na doon sa lead.
You know, he missed the extra free throw earlier. But right now, Meralco, I think, has a foul to give. They might want to use that. Talk and Tex has a 30-second timeout. They might want to use that to talk about probably the last play for them.
Papatuloy ang pamimigay ng papremyo ng Moneyball Dribble of the People dito sa PBA. 4,000 pesos ang makukuha ng ating best player. Kaya dribblers, makipindot na. In about 20.2 seconds, they're gonna set it up. Moneyball with Carla Lizardo.
Ayun, pinasok rin si Ranidel also for the last offensive play. No? Tatawag ng 30-second timeout yan. Kilala natin niya si John. It's down to 5. They had the foul to give pero hindi ka na makaka-foul kay Jason yan.
At gumalaw na si Jason. Scoops it up. Just a bit to the right. Just a couple of inches to the left. Baka nag-trickle in ba yun? Pero Meralco, very strong first half for the Bolts led by Andre Emmett. Yung effect niya, ramdam na ramdam dito. 20 points na Tapos ang ganda pa ng kanyang field goal percentage, Dr. J.
Well, meron siya binatula, pumasok. Eh, siya talagang maging ganda. 70% from the field and perfect from the three-point territory. So what a first quarter he has had. First half, I'm sorry.
Good scoring para rito sa Meralco Balls to lead the Talk and Text Tropang Texters by 12.